Before I start, I just wanted to give you the absolute purest satisfaction of seeing my foundation brush completely devoid of foundation. Look at that good, clean boy. Deep in there, not a single trace. I don't even really know how I did it. So before I put on my foundation, I just really needed to share this with you. Hi friends. I really hope that you enjoyed my dip back into the series of Makeup with Friends. I really enjoyed filming that for you guys, and I really enjoyed hanging out with my very good friend Cynthia. If you haven't checked it out yet, I will link it up here. And if you guys haven't figured out yet why my audio is so bad half the time that I'm filming, it's because we don't control the thermostat, and so the heat just pops on momentarily every now and then. I'm picking this back up again. There is still so much to explore. This is the third video using the So Jaded palette, which is part of a series that I am now going to call Palette Potential. Yay! One of my subscribers suggested the name, and it just seemed the most explanatory and succinct, and also an alliteration. So props for that. Don't know how we didn't come up with it ourselves, but
toothpaste.
Thank you so much, TARDIS Traveler. So here we are doing Palette Potential. It just rolls off the tongue. It's just such a nice snappy title. To be honest, I kind of have no idea what I'm doing today, but we are going to get into it anyway. So if that sounds like something that is interesting to you, please keep on watching and let's get started. Please ignore the most hideous patchy skin that I've ever done on this channel, I'm pretty sure. My skin's a mess. I'm stressed. It's fine. So I'm looking at this palette here, and I was playing with it the other day, just throwing on something really quick and simple, and I actually really liked it. I was using this gray shade here called Stoned, and it was perfect to smoke out a very smudgy wing liner. I kind of wanted to play with that today. I also am just dying to get into that mustard shade, Citrine. I guess we could do something with the smoky liner and this and that. Ooh, yes. Okay. Also, if my setup is a tad bit wonky today, it's because I did pull everything down to film with Cynthia on my couch and had to move everything back up here. Folks, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be great. Just cleaned my brushes, so we're feeling ourselves today. Trying a different brush for eye primer, seeing if maybe a softer bristled brush diffuses and spreads out the primer better. So let's do what I wanted to do originally. Let's dip into Citrine and start making a shape. Keeping it high up above the crease, I want to leave the lid space for that army green. Green and yellow are some of my favorite colors to work with. I've been watching a lot of Jack Emery lately, and he has the exact opposite technique of me to eyeshadow. He goes from darkest to lightest, and I can never understand how people do that. I feel like when it comes to certain techniques, it's kind of, you know, just boils down to whatever works for you, and that's okay. I've also been watching a lot of Robert Welsh, so I've been really clocking myself on how much powder I use on my face, because, you know, it's a lot. Okay, that's pretty. It's very subtle. It's not a super vibrant pigmented mustard. It's a nice blendy, almost neutral transition type of mustard. And I'm not mad at that at all. Let's move on to Jade, and let's put that just all over the lid, I think. Okay, so let's just start by tucking that into the crease and then blending our life away. Trying to get it as opaque as possible on the lid. Also not worrying too much about the area right around the lash line, because we are going to do a smoky wing and it's gonna be fine. And then I'm gonna go back into Citrine and reinforce that yellow and blend those areas together. I'm happy with that blend for now. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. What I want to do next is actually put down some brown liner first so that we have a little base for our smoky wing. And then taking an angled brush, dipping into Stoned and smoking that all the way out. The really fun thing about doing wing liners with eyeshadow instead of eyeliner is that you can really blend and pat until you feel like you like what you see. I feel like it's way less panicky than using a liner, and sometimes if you're just starting out, liner can be really freaking intimidating. So I'd recommend just trying out a really dark eyeshadow first. I'm gonna go finish the other eye off camera, put on some lashes, and then we will return to finish the rest of the look. Lashes are on. These are some Ardell's that I got from Winners, and I don't remember what they are, but they were like $4 and they were pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. My upstairs neighbors are having a very energetic conversation, so you can hear that. I'm sorry. I'll do my best to talk over it. So I cleaned up the edges a tiny bit as well with some concealer. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not my favorite look, but I like the technique of the smoked out wing liner, blending it into the green. I think that is really effective and I like that a lot. What I want to do now is finish the rest of the eye before we zoom out. First off, let's just do a little bit of liner, and I'm just gonna pop the exact same brown. This is just a MAC pencil that I have lying around. Okay, let's smoke out that liner with a bit of that Stoned shade, tucking it really close to the lash line, just to really wiggle in that right up in there. Let's take a little bit of Jade. Now let's take Citrine. Not super happy with how that turned out, but let's do a little bit of inner corner something. We've seen this before, but it really is the only true inner corner highlight shade. I'm just gonna take Pearl, press that into the inner corner. God, I love a good inner corner highlight. It just transforms the entire eye look. Now we can finally zoom out and finish the rest of this face. I'm really starting to get fed up with those upstairs neighbors, man. They are getting on my last nerve. I forgot to line my lips. Let's do that. Just want to darken up. I think I want to do matte. I know it's a lot of matte happening, existing on my face, but I'm just feeling matte today, okay guys? Just leave me alone. Let's do some blush because I'm feeling a bit pale. Let's actually start off with Carnival, which is the yellow blush. Let's start higher on the temple. Okay, and then on the apple of the cheeks, I want to do a different shade. Let's blend a little bit each of Contortion and Circus. Just kind of going over that with a little bit more of the yellow. Maybe I can tone it down just a hair, maybe with a couple of these. I don't know, does this look a bit of a mess? Probably. Am I going to a dark bar and no one's gonna give a crap about what my makeup looks like? Also probably. So let's try and glow up these cheeks a bit with some blush topper. And then everybody's favorite. This has been my current favorite right now. I just can't seem to get away from it. Just a little bit of Clutch. Kind of concentrating it right in here. Good enough for right now. I really don't want to lose that yellow blush at the temple, so I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna take a touch of my Precious, which is just this brow bone shade, and set that right down. Just to give kind of a finish to the whole effect. Okay, because I don't feel that cute, I'm going to put on some freckles and hope that that fixes it. Okay, let's stop fussing. Okay, I think I am gonna call it and say that this is the look all complete. I don't really think that there's much I can do to fix it or improve on it. It's cute. It's not my favorite look. It's not as cohesive as I wanted it to be. I was kind of hoping that this situation would be less orange, maybe a little bit more muted, but that was my own damn fault. I'm not sure what it looks like on camera, but in person it does read quite orange, and I just mixed a little bit too much of that shade into it. Now it's kind of just throwing everything off balance. I feel like if it matched my lips a little bit more, maybe the look would be a bit more cohesive. I'm gonna say it's a mixed success because I do really like the eyeshadow. I think that actually turned out quite well. The shades blended out really well together and they managed not to get too muddy, which is also really great. I want to know what you want to see out of this the most. If you want to see something with a pop of emerald green, if you want to see something really blue, I think I'll do one more look on this palette and then we'll call it quits. But I want to know your thoughts. So comment down below what color you want to see, what you want to see me showcasing, because I think that's going to be it for this series. But thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so happy that this channel is growing, even if it's a slow climb. I'm just so grateful and I just want to keep it going. Here are the many ways you can help out my channel. You can give this video a big thumbs up. You can comment down below what you thought of the video or of the look, of anything you like, as long as it's not mean. You can subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on other social media. I will leave that right there. You can also click the Patreon link down below. Ring the bell. See if it works. I don't know. All right, folks, be kind, be generous, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.